does, her and Jay. I mean, they are the ultimate professionals. So in that regard also, you're definitely a role model, because a lot of kids look up to actors and different things, and some of the actors play the gosh darndest things on TV. I mean, crazy, out of control. But they're still a role model because of the professionalism they use, how they take their trade, and how professional they are trying to be the best that they can be.
That's right.
Okay. Are you watching the playoffs?
Oh yeah, I always watch. I'm just watching, I'm a fan of the game growing up, and I study and I train athletes at the same time. So I'm always looking for nuances and different things that I can relate to my athletes at the same time.
Okay, so how do you feel about the finals? Miami
and Dallas. I really think it's going to be a good one. I think that Miami's going to win, but I think it's really a possibility that Dallas could win. I mean, for a couple of years now, it's either been LA or it's been Boston. There's someone head and shoulders above everyone else, but this time I think this is a really good matchup. Dirk Nowitzki playing out of his mind, got a good team behind him. You got the three guys with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh in Miami, and they're going to be tough to beat because you got a superstar everywhere you throw the ball. So that's big.
How did you feel about, because at first when the big three came together, it was a lot of haters and people say, hey, they were buying the championship. What were your initial thoughts?
I loved it, to be honest with you, because if you look at our world today, you got Microsoft and all these different companies that go out and they grab these smaller companies and they come together and it makes their company bigger. So why isn't athletics any different? You look at it and these guys chose to come together to make this super team, and I think it was a great move.
What so?
Dallas. I say Dallas all day long. And the reason is because my husband played for Mark, and we adore Mark Cuban, and I just think that they're hungry. They're going to fight. I think that they got Sean Marion and they got Dirk Nowitzki and different people, and everyone's expecting it to be a no-brainer that Miami would win, and I think Dallas is going to shock them. And I know that in Doug's heart that's who he wants to win, but he's like, I don't know. So.
Something just says Miami. I mean, Dallas, I can see them winning. And I can see the series going like 7 games because both of them are so evenly matched.
Who you put your money on? Oh, yeah.
Because I got Mike Bibby, who was my teammate. Then I got Peja, who was my teammate.
See?
So I just kind of, you got to stay out of that one.
I forgot about that. Now that's another thing. Now, see, families. Now I forgot about that.
Yeah,
so Mike's on one and Peja's on another, and we love them both. But I'm just happy they all made it, and they're all going to battle against each other. So there's really not a winner and a loser if you really look at it, because. For one, they all get bonuses because they made it to the finals, and for two, someone's gonna go home. But look how far you came, though. So yeah, it's a good thing.
Now, just recently, Scottie Pippen came out and said that LeBron James was a better overall player than Michael Jordan, or is a better overall player than Michael Jordan. How do you agree, disagree?
If you look at, I think what Scottie was trying to say, because Scottie was an all-around player, and a lot of people said that in his day, Scottie was a better all-around player than Michael Jordan. Okay. But Michael Jordan is the best player, bar none.
Over LeBron.
I think of everybody. That's just my opinion. But if you look at it as an all-around player, coming from where Scottie came from, talking about defense, all the different things that he did, Michael was dominant. I mean, he averaged 30 points. And when people say, average 30, that's like an average night. Like just on a humbug, I'm going to get 30. But like when you come, I'm getting 50. He was head and shoulders above everyone else. But I could see Scottie's argument as an all-around player. Okay. But he's not saying he's a better player.
Okay. So because he got a lot of flat.
Yeah, I see that.
But LeBron James is also very young, and he's got a lot to show, and he's going to have a long career, God willing, and he'll probably knock some of those records and stuff. But I just think Michael Jordan is the face of basketball for a long time to come.
Yeah, no question about it. Yeah.
Now, recently there's been some NBA controversy about a gay slur being used, like not like "Hey you," it's the F word, but some players have just blurted it out in frustration, but they have been forced to pay fines. Like, how do you feel that they're being unfairly treated, or how?
No, I look at the way that the camera is always on now, where it wasn't that way in the past, and a lot of that is, from where we come from, you use different things, and it's not in a derogatory fashion at all. That's not, but it's, a different way to curse at whoever you're messing with. And I think that the fines are good, because at some point you're going to have to maybe even limit cursing on the basketball court, because you can read their mouth and you see. You man, you can't say that. My kids is watching. So I don't think that it's a bad thing. I think you do have to put your foot down and make some bigger fines, and you'll see that they'll stop doing that.
Yeah, and I think I get a little upset, because I think, you should accept everybody as they are, whether they're gay, whatever they're, they feel, and whatever that is. And, so I don't like that, because a lot of my friends, closest friends, are gay, and I love them all. I think everybody is the same.
So you think the fines should stay?
I think the fines are definitely good. I know one player just recently got fined $50,000.
Yeah, Noah.
Yeah.
Joaquin Noah.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I hate that they take, it has to take money away from his family and him, but it is a lesson that needs to be learned, and the NBA has warned everybody, but, it also will help curb that kind of stuff. It's just the same as bullying, if you call someone fat or whatever. Yeah. So you have
Especially
to learn a lesson.
Nowadays, we live in a 24-hour cycle of news, and everything you do or say is going to be put out there.
That's right.
There is going to be a group that will.
And like you were talking about role models, if someone doesn't say something, there's kids who watch and they like Joakim Noah and all these people. If they see them doing that, then it's okay to do it, and it's not okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give to couples that want to live or exist in a long relationship like you two have been in? Like,
I would say definitely communication, respect, the ability to grow within yourself and support each other no matter what, because things are not always going to be the same, and you don't want repetition anyway. And definitely keep intimacy alive. In the book that we're writing right now, and I'll have Doug write a chapter, I'm trying to get him to open up a little bit. It'll be very exciting. There's some wonderful guest authors, and there are also some surprise authors that I don't think nobody's expecting yet that just joined on board. And it's talking about intimacy and how important that is. And sometimes you can lose that when time goes on and you get comfortable, you get relaxed. I would tell them to definitely keep it alive. You may not watch movies together every day 5 years into your relationship, but always be respectful of that person. Love them. Tell them how you love them. Look at them with bright eyes as you would a newcomer that walks on. You're going to see handsome and gorgeous women, handsome men, but always keep your person right there in the front of your heart, and you guys will be okay. And communicate.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I would say the freshness. I mean, obviously respect, loyalty, trust, all those things apply, but what happens is you get married, and then there's 2 years, and all of a sudden people start taking each other for granted. And I think that's one of the biggest things, is that you, like my wife said, you got to look at the person with the new eyes and still pat her on the butt if you want to, or squeeze it, whatever,
See
whatever.
what I want him to write in the book?
I mean, whatever. That's right.
Your wife on the butt.
You got to do all those things, because those are the things that you did when you liked her and she liked you, and it was puppy love, and you got to keep that going. And if you do that, it definitely helps.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the title of your book?
Sexual Relations, a His and Hers Guide to Greater Intimacy. My husband's also writing a book as well, but his is all about sports and fitness and nutrition, and he's taking that road. Actually, I don't really.
That's a good idea. We might have to.
You want me to?
Well, there's only 3 chapters.
Okay.
Yeah, they're longer, but there's only 3, so we'll get her in there. She's my my model. I use her as I'm sculpting it and showing how you do something.
So she proofreads.
I'll be a ghostwriter.
Ghostwriter.
But we've written 2 books together already, so I was kind of letting him do this one on his own. But sexual relations, I think, is something that's needed. I think that a lot of people are afraid to talk about it, and they look at me and Doug and go, they've been married for so long, and I get so many emails, and how do you guys keep your relationship fresh, and this and that. So I felt like now is a good time to write it and share with other couples and stuff what you can and can't do.
So what's giving you like a taste of what's in it?
My God.
What's the chapter name?
Oh my God. Chapter name, Submissiveness.
Okay.
So it isn't just for women. I think being submissive can also go for guys. They sometimes they're tired of being the leader all the time, and I gotta initiate this, I gotta initiate that. Women take control. Go in there and step in, let pamper him for a change, run him a bath, let him feel like the special one. And so it's a lot of different things, but it'll be some fun stuff. The surprise authors are gonna come with they're gonna go hard.
Okay.
So it's gonna be some very explicit things in there. So it is definitely not a book for kids. So I would say it's a 21 and up.
Oh, and what made you want to write a book like that?
The fact that me and my husband had talked about it quite a bit, and we shared a little bit in some of the books we wrote, like we wrote Love Ponds, and we kind of touched on the subject a little bit, and we got such a great response from that. I thought, why not open up a little bit more? And people haven't really saw us in that light. They saw us in Doug and Jackie, the NBA, face an NBA couple or whatever, and they're serious and they're this and that. But we have a lot of fun together and behind the scenes, and we've been married a long time, so we felt like, why not share some of our secrets?
This is more like a raw, fun look into
well,
not even
behind the scenes.
But, just just in general. Okay.
Keep it hot.
How many guest authors are there?
There is 7, 8, 9 right now.
And how'd you choose them? You like?
Well, 6 of them asked to be in it, and then the other ones I just wanted to be in it because I thought they would offer a great insight. Yeah.
What? Let's see. Now tell me about your clothing line.
Oh, my clothing line is called Jackie Christie. It's by my name. And this year, 2011, I showed it at LA Fashion Week, and it's the black collection. So it's a lot of dark colors, a lot of really rich colors. I wanted women to feel strong, powerful, and sexy. So that's the theme behind it and my inspiration. Actually, no, but I'm gonna show you guys a little bit later on, though. Definitely a couple pieces, and it's been very well received, and yeah, I love it. It's my best collection so far.
How involved are you in it?
I do everything. The only thing I don't do is sew the pieces. I have a really lovely European lady that's been sewing my clothes for a few years now. And I send out the patterns, the designs, everything. My husband draws a lot of it for me. And then I send it to her and she makes it. And then I go back and forth with her until I get it just right.
And so when can we see it? Is it online somewhere?
Definitely it will be online. It's not available yet because I'm still making it. But yeah, it'll be available here in July.
Yeah, and is it men's and women's?
Women's. My husband does the men's line, his own line. You want to tell him?
Yeah, Yoshi Doja.
Yoshi Doja?
Yeah, that's mine. And
what does that mean?
Well, it's a name. It's kind of alter ego, you know. And I love Bruce Lee and a lot of different type of stuff. So it's a name that I came up with. And at the same time, my thing is all about comfort for men, and at the same time style. So that's what you get from me. It's comfort and style at the same time. So you don't have to be stuffy, but you can still look beautiful.
You got some NBA players wearing it.
Definitely, because I see a lot of
dress code now.
Yeah, we gotta get them in some sexy clothes.
Yeah, you know, show.
Most of them don't know how to dress. It's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
It's